Hello, internets, and welcome to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. You can call me 12-Pack, and today's battle is against somebody called Balto. Now, this is a battle I had a decent amount of time ago, but I remember quite clearly what happened because it was a major troll match on my part, I'm sorry to say. Team preview. I'm leading with Galvantula Sticky Web as usual. Got a Muck here, which is going to be the source of the trolling. Drudagon is my hazard setter, and it's got Galare and Dragon Tail and shit. Miltank, my cleric, Eviolite, Dusclops, and Electros, who's actually one of my favorite pokes. Not sure if he does anything this game or not, but we'll have to see. And my opponent has obviously got some sort of dragon fetish because his team consists of 4 dragons, Jolteon, and a probably Mega Lucario. So he's obviously one of these guys who is like, dragons beat everything, which may or may not be true. We'll have to see. So without further ado, let's get started.
Balto is issuing a challenge. Nah.
So I lead off with my Galvantula, as usual, and he leads with his Haxorus. Haxorus breaks the mold, who really gives two shits? I dropped the Hidden Power Ice, thinking maybe I can OKO him, but it does a depressingly low amount of damage for some reason. So instead of finishing him off there, which I wasn't 100% confident that I would, since he had about half his health left, I just decided to drop the Sticky Web, because even if I had killed him, he might have sent something out with priority, which would have killed Galvantula before he could put down the Sticky Web. So I swapped to Drudagon, who takes a major hit from the Haxorus, and is unable to KO him with Sucker Punch. But fortunately he dies thanks to my Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet combination. So he sends out Charizard, I go for Sucker Punch, but it fails. Obviously because he just switched in. And I switch to Electros to take the Fire Blast because he's max special defense, max HP. And it still hits pretty goddamn hard, unfortunately, but he misses with that attack, so I'm able to get the coil off, boost that attack stat up a tad, maybe that accuracy, but he hits me with another Fire Blast and foolishly went for the Drain Punch there when I should have gone for the Dragon Tail to get him out of here and hopefully bring in something that I can tank a little bit better. But fortunately I don't appear to be dumb enough this match to waste my Electros, so I swap out to Miltank, who's got thick fat, and will hopefully tank a Fire Blast from this thing, which she does admirably. So he pulls out his Charizard, knowing he can't really do anything to my Miltank, sends out the boss, which is his Lucario. I wonder what set this thing will be running. Sarcasm. So I take the opportunity to set a curse, but since Lucario switched in, I'm like, oh shit, better get out of there or else get OKO'd, and swap to Dusclops for the incoming Aura Sphere and or Close Combat. So he goes into Mega Form here, fucking Mega Lucario. Ooh, you never see that. And let's see, what does he go for? Close Combat. Trollolo, it doesn't affect Dusclops. Yeah, you better get out of there, bitch. So he swaps out and brings in his Haxorus again. LOL. Bring it on, Haxorus. Hopefully I go for the Will-O-Wisp here. Come on. And I do. And he gets burned, and he dies from the burn damage. So that all went quite well. So I guess his Haxorus was basically death fodder for that play. So he sends in his Charizard, and it happens to have Air Slash, which is unfortunate because it could potentially flinch me out so that I can't actually do anything. Even though he's doing minimal damage, if he gets one flinch, that could change the whole tide of things, even as he gets a flinch right there, and not a second time though. So I'm able to KO him with Nightshade, which is fortunate. But in comes Jolteon, as probably carrying Shadow Ball, because most of them do for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but whatever. So I switch to Electros, hopefully to tank the Shadow Ball, which I do, but I'm gonna die because he'll be faster than me the following turn. And boom, goodbye Electros. Too bad I wasn't able to do more with him this game because he is awesome. Now here's where the trolling starts to begin. And I'm not sure if you'll guess what exactly I'm running on this muck because it is illegal by Smogon rules. But the thing is, I was just getting super pissed off with the amount of people I was running into who were carrying Minimize on a Pokemon. There were Chandelures who had it, and this asshole with a Starmie who I was destroying like 5 to 1 or something like that, and his last Pokemon was his Starmie. And he was able to get off Minimizes and turn the entire game around, which is exceptionally cheap. So I decided to bring in my own Minimizer, figuring Muck would probably be the least unfair of the numerous pokes who can learn it. But as you'll see, it's still pretty damn unfair because Muck just dodges everything. You know, he's a big pile of green-ass goo stuck to the ground, but he can evade pretty much everything. Actually, he almost dies right there, but manages to dodge the next hit like a boss, get the power-up punch, boom, good night Garchomp. Now this is probably the trolliest set you can possibly run on Muck. Minimize combined with power-up punch and Pain Split, which I think I'll use this turn. Yes. Get all that health back, your opponent does not have much of a chance to hit you once you get to +3, and Muck can just roll over them with Power-Up Punch. I went for a double Pain Split there like an idiot for some reason. But it doesn't matter, because I'll just, dodge everything. Power-Up Punch to Lucario, and OKO. Troll Face. Now, I don't know what's trollier, Minimize Muck or using Mega Lucario against NUs. You decide. He sends in My Heart, which is a Flygon. Kind of cool to see somebody using that, but he's going to get almost OKO'd by the Poison Jab. And I get the Poison Hacks too, because I believe this is a Poison Touch Muck, just to add to the overall trolliness of the set. Funny I didn't poison with Power-Up Punch at all, but whatever. Goodbye Flygon, and with that, I'm not sure how many oh, he still has his Jolteon, okay. This thing is going to be next to useless because Muck ends, and with that he forfeits the match. Well, good game, Balto. I'm afraid I kind of trolled you there with that minimized set, but let's face it, your team was pretty trolly too, and anyone who places that much faith in dragons deserves to be trolled pretty hard, in my opinion, because let's face it, dragons are overused enough as it is without having a Lucario on the team as well. Although it is cool he was using Flygon, I'll give him that much. At least he wasn't running Dragonite instead of Jolteon or something. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this fairly trollish battle. Please don't use Minimize, it's a huge dick move, and don't use all dragon teams, or else maybe you'll run into my Minimize Muck. So with that, I'll see you all next time.